It's time to take a look at Python sets. Set theory is a rich branch of mathematics. And to make a set in Python, here's say S1, what you do is you use curly brackets, but unlike a dictionary where you would have like keys and values, you have single elements. So you may have a set of numbers. Let's try 1, 2, 2, 2, 4, and 7 for set 1. And maybe in set 2, we have some different numbers. Let's go with 3, 4, 5, 7, and then 2 nines. Okay, so there we have two sets of numbers. Now, press Shift Enter to store S1 and S2. And of course, we'll check the type in Python. What is the type of S1? And we're expecting a set here. And you can see there you have it. And so sets in Python, they are kind of similar to sets in math. And this is pretty interesting. Let's just look at S1. Okay, you see like the values that's been assigned. And now this is going to be very interesting. So let's just look at it and look at that. So this is what makes a set special in Python. It only includes the unique values. I'm going to say that again. This is what makes sets special in Python. They only include the unique values. Okay, what else can you do with sets? Well, if we do S1 dot and we see some different options, well, this is interesting. You have intersection. So if you know your set theory, an intersection between two sets would be the values that they have in common. And so we can do S1 intersection with S2, press Shift Enter, and you can see it only shows the values that they have in common. Similarly, you could do S1 dot, wait for it, union, right? There's union, the union of S1 and S2. And the union would be all the values that not all the ones they have in common, but just everything. So comprehensively, these are the values that are in both set 1 and set 2. So sets are very useful in Python, and in particular, here's a problem you might see. So how many unique elements are in a list? Okay, how do we do this? All right, well, you have a list, and your list might be like, it could be anything, right? My list. And, you know, it could be characters, words. Let's just do numbers to kind of make it fast. And so 2, 3, 4, 4. The point is you might have some repeats, right? And we don't care how many repeats or care how many elements, 99's fine, are in the list. Okay, so how many unique elements are in any given list? Well, the idea here is you want to convert it to a set. And, you know, when you get the type in Python, like here we've got type and it's a set, so that is the keyword to convert something into a set. So what we would do, we write the keyword set my list, right? That's going to convert it into a set. And, you know, let's just go ahead and look at it first. So maybe we want to kind of redefine it. Maybe this is our, I was going to say new list, but it's not a list, it's a set. So let's just call it a sample set perhaps. I'm not going to just use the word set. And let's show it by printing it out. We're going to print out our sample set. Now we're getting this from my list, and you can see it has only the unique values. And then of course, to get the actual, you know, number of elements, you can get the length of sample set, right? And we can see that in this particular case, there are 8 elements. And so this is what you could use to determine how many unique elements are in a list. And to close this out, let's consider converting it into a function. Okay, and so to convert this into a function, definition, length, unique elements, right? And this is a classic problem, and sometimes people, they don't think about sets because sets aren't widely used if you're not doing set theory. And what you would put in here is some kind of a list. Okay, this is a sample, so we would put that out. Okay. And then what are we doing here? We're converting our sample set. We're not printing it out. We're simply returning the length of the sample set, right? You always want to practice your functions because this makes it something that you can use over and over again. And so this is one example that we have. Maybe I'll even call it list 1. Okay, so press Shift Enter to store the function. And now if I call it length unique elements, and we put in the sample, sorry, my list 1, we get the value of 8. Let's try one more. Length unique elements. And hey, it doesn't have to be numbers, so let's put in a list of maybe letters. Maybe we've got a couple of A's. Maybe it was some kind of like a vowel collection thing. And we won't go too much further. We will stop here. Okay, and so you can see how many unique elements there are. Let's check it with our code. And you can see that it works just as well with strings and characters. You get 3. So if you're doing any set theory or you're looking for the uniqueness in a list, sets are the way to go.